Hi, Brandy. Thank you. Very good and thorough answer, and your logic is very clear. Your answer is informatively correct, and I really appreciate that. You've got your 2 citations, and you did really well with that. Thank you. The only thing that we require that you're not pulling off here, and I think it's probably because you got your messages crossed, is that we need to have you quote directly from the text. So you would put. So what you've done is you've taken a quote directly from the lecture, and you've embedded it in your answer, which is great. Do that too if you want. That's perfect. But also quote directly from the text so that we know that you're reading it and that you can intelligently apply the text to your answers. And I get a feeling that you not necessarily misunderstood, but just quoted the lecture instead of the text. But I see that you're using them both, and I'm very familiar with the text, and I know what part of the text you're talking about. So in the future, just to make sure that you embed a quote from the text in your answer, and then also cite the lecture just like you did, and tell us the section of the lecture that you're using, which you did. Perfect. Thank you. And then also, I was reading your answer. So what you would do is you would make sure that you have a lens that has enough power to reach the field. So I'm imagining that you mean a focal length that can bring your subject matter a lot closer to you, right? So you're thinking of a long focal length lens, like maybe a 200 or more. And then a digital sensor, a card, you say a digital sensor, I guess, that needs to be sensitive to record an image with limited light. So yeah, both of those are an answer. We would always say, in a pinch, if you don't have time to think about it, you're just going to open up your aperture all the way. And your ISO is whatever it is. Cameras record image quality at different, well, anyways, I have a nice digital camera, but I tell you, it's just useless after ISO 400. It really is. Like, I just can't stand the quality, but other cameras do a better job. So I always make sure that when I'm going to be in a low light situation, I grab one of my lenses that has like an f2.8 or even lower if I can get one that has that's a millimeter. It's a focal length appropriate for the situation. I do have one lens in my arsenal that is I want to say like 1.2. But it's a fixed 50 millimeter length lens, and on my camera that almost works. It works a little bit like a telephoto, sort of. It probably is functioning more like a 70 millimeter length lens, but it's fixed, and so it's not as flexible in regard to sitting way back in the stands and trying to get a good image. But anyways, I digress. I just want you to know that I really appreciate your thinking here. I appreciate your thorough answer, and I really am happy to see that you used both citations. And like I said, next time just make sure that you actually embed a quote from the text in your answer. Okay, thanks, Brandy.